Greetings, ladies and germs of planet Earth and beyond. King Zero Phoenix here, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. I'm sorry it's been so long since I last uploaded a video. But things have been a little busy for me these past few weeks. I mean, earlier last week I got stuck with jury duty, so there's that. But in all honesty, the real reason isn't I haven't been uploading any videos simply because I did not feel like it. Honestly, that's just how I am. I do everything I do on a whim, basically. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't feel like it, I just don't. Personally, one of the things I dislike about myself is lack of motivation, but nothing I can do about it at the current time. Anyhow, for the first day back, I decided to go with ARK, one of my favorite games ever, because I've been playing this game recently. Got a lot done, and I just wanted to share it with you all. I think they also added a new mod, which I included into my single-player game, Human NPCs, which means now there's humans around to join me. Whoa. That's from the Eco Trees mod. In case you didn't notice. Oh yeah, I also forgot. Hey, who's that sexy piece of ass? Just kidding. Got the Skull Hunter from taking down an Alpha Predator. This is the Dino Tracker ARK mod. Allows me to keep track of my dinos in case they ever got lost. And it also gives me an idea of what's around me. Oh, it's still early morning? I actually thought it was sunset. Anyhow, yeah, that's my greenhouse. Those redwood trees I placed... The reason I placed them there is because I actually intend on making a natural wall. A natural barrier, if you will, using that. You can't... Unlike other... You can place other redwood trees with the Eco Trees mod. Problem is, for some odd reason, they're see-through. I know that sound. Compies. I'm not sure why, but you could always pass... Charming. Through them. Thankfully, those are snappable redwood trees. What exactly separates them from regular ones is beyond me. But... Oh, do I dare. I dare. I didn't notice. Thank Jesus. Now, one thing about this, I can also place tree... Yes. Hang on, what are they? Ah, there it is. This one, the tree sap tap. I'll be able to plant on one of those and get the sap from them. And once I have enough wood, I'll be able to build a perimeter around myself. I mean, my original concept was using the tech walls that I just spawned in using the cheat commands. But if you ask me, that's a little too much cheating and I'm not exactly comfortable with it, since I didn't really feel like... You know, even to this day, I have never actually tried to enter the obelisks. I'm too busy just building up my own little home. But anyhow, yep, it's really coming along. There's my currently stone castle. I upgraded from wood quite some time ago. My little outhouse. And trust me, I need it. And here, there's my family. Mike and Molly. Don't mind that. Larry and Leslie. Bob. Helen's right over there. My two Diplodocus, Destiny and Daniel. My Tapejara Trixie. Aladar, Neela. I'm sure you've heard these names. I use the same names every time, but I'll try and guess if you get points if you know which references I get them from. These are my raptors, Rick and Ryan. It's kind of hard to tell given the lighting, but if you can actually look close enough, they actually have almost the exact same pattern. I got the name Rick Raptor from the old Jurassic Part 3 computer game Danger Zone as the name of one of the characters. Ryan, on the other hand, I actually named her after an old friend of mine from grade school. Not sure why, but just looking at it, kinda reminds me of her for some reason. Not sure what it is. Rex. Rachel. Sup, Sam? Hello, Walter. I'm pretty sure you can get... Petrie. You'll notice this guy, Petrie, too. Oh my lord, not again! Hey! Sheesh! Can't keep it... Cannot keep yourselves under control, can you? Honestly. Maybe I should put the females in... Maybe I should create little pens, keep the female and male separated. Ay, ay, ay. Anyhow, notice my Pteranodon male is Petrie too. Unfortunately, as I was flying around on him trying to find a Quetzal to tame, I managed to knock one down in the far north. Unfortunately, both it and Petrie ended up getting killed by dire wolves. I ended up killing two, and by the time I eventually made it back, I was sad to discover Petrie was gone. So, I tamed a new one, and named him Petrie 2 in honor of my fallen comrade. But, as you can see, I also got the Ancient Dragons and Wyverns mod. Oi, excuse me. Say hi to Kana, my Viper-Tooth Wyvern, and I've already got... Ooh, that sounds... Hey, hi to Kinana and Cobra, my two Viper-Tooth Dragons. You also get points if you can guess where I got these names from. Can't even tell the difference. Might be Elzabufa. Hello, Tony. Normally I usually name these guys James and Lily. I don't know why, they just seem natural to me for some reason. I hate how leveling up their health always makes them look so bloody. Excuse you. Paul, Penelope. I don't care how many times I see it, this still looks creepy. I can't even tell where its eyes are. But yeah. In addition to, as you can see, I also got myself one of these guys, the Castoroides. Castoroides. Assuming that's how it's actually pronounced. Because what kind of creature is more suited for gathering wood than a gigantic beaver? This little lady was one of my most recent things I tamed yesterday. Basically, I'm now overflowing with metal and resources. I am now ready to take on the world. As soon as I get this metal melted down, I will be able to make dragon saddles for these two. That's right, before that, I need hide. One thing I always seem to be missing. The best part is, I've got her to thank. I know riding on a flying reptile is cool, well, technically they're both flying reptiles, but the dragons and wyverns are just... Oh yeah, now that's working. I was doing this yesterday, for some reason it wouldn't work. Ah, yes. Climb high, girl. Yes. Woohoo! That's one easy way to get around. Anyhow, after that whole Quetzal debacle, I've been basically flying around over the island trying to find a new one. Problem is, Quetzals are as rare as they are massive. Trying to find a new one has not been easy for me. In fact, I learned the hard way, trying to jump off a taming using the parachute and crossbow with trank arrows, not exactly the most effective taming method, considering you have to keep whistling or mount back to get them. But thankfully, that's when I learned about this particular creature, the Viper-Tooth. As luck would have it, its poison breath ability has a torpor effect. So basically, I don't have to waste my tranquilizing arrows on taming creatures anymore. It's not as strong as one I prefer, but it still gets the job done, all the same. I've been trying to find a way to see if I could up the spawn rate on all these creatures, but so far nothing has ever come up. Because if I could do that, then and more Quetzals would be able to spawn in, making the hunt for them that much less exhausting and time-consuming. Might as well. Oh, brother. Silly little compies. Like I said, trying to find a new one Quetzalcoatl, especially on this massive map, is far from easy. They don't spawn too often. But if they do spawn, you have to tame it, otherwise you may never get the chance ever again. One thing I also noticed on this map, maybe it's just my game in particular because I'm on single player, but the fact is, I have yet to actually encounter a Giganotosaurus on the island. If I ever had to find one, I always have to spawn it in, which kind of takes the fun out of encountering one in the wild. Of course, in reality, you never want to encounter one in the wild, but... Too big, huh? Look, the wyvern isn't that big, yet still, look how massive it is compared to all these behemoths. To any of you watching out there, if there is a possible way for me to change the spawn rates on this game, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, I am just out of luck. There are a lot of Therizinosaurs out here. Troodons. Annoying little pests, aren't they? A lot more iguanodons, too. I don't usually see that many of them around. At least in my experience, anyways. My god, that looks so spectacular. Raptors aren't gonna F with a Therizino, eh? That's wise. I'm here anyways, I might as well check it out. Because I not know, even with Kana here, green obelisk. The brood mother. Artifact of the clever, artifact of the hunter, artifact of the massive. Those are required in caves, none of which I am actually prepared for yet. Not to mention I don't have any Megatherium. From what I understand, since the brood mother is basically a gigantic spider, having a Megatherium around would be a big considering it gets that buff for killing insects. Well, technically they're arachnids, but you get the point. I'm pretty sure there's a standard way to play this game, there's a certain norm, but to me it's so great about this being a free roaming world. I'm free to do whatever I feel like. And do the game at my own pace, tackle all these massive challenges on my own time. Just free to make this world however I want it to be. Another thing I need that Quetzal for is another lift. I mean, believe it or not, I was actually shocked to realize that my girl Kana here, the wyverns are actually strong enough to lift an ankylosaur, and they're almost the same size, mind you. Ooh! I'm just glad she's getting enough to eat. extra hide, just what I needed. Normally finding a Quetzal shouldn't be too hard considering how large they are. You could easily spot them from the ground. Problem is when you're trying to find one in particular, they usually only spawn on the more difficult areas of the map. Areas like around this far north are common. I remember actually there was this one time I played this game that I actually saw one flying overhead at the football, in my usual home of choice. I haven't seen anyone there since though. So I guess that must have been a rare occurrence. Like I said, with this recent failure, there's chances of me successfully finding another Ketz as a Quaddalus is slim. I noticed they only spawn on a single one. I think there used to be multiples so you could get a mating pair, but so far I've only ever seen one. Well, there is another mating attempt, or taming attempt I could try. Let me see something. Not sure if it would be enough, though. Yep, this is the exact opposite of Herbivore Island in the far south, the Dead Island. Why is it called Dead Island? Because this island is literally teeming with predators. From the Pomonoscorpius to Rexes, Raptors, and to add insult to injury, this also happens to be the territory of the Fireball Dragons and Wyverns. Oh, speak of the devil, there's one right over there. Thankfully, this little spot of land is to be relatively Dedicure Settle. I keep finding... What is it about the Dedicure? I mean, I know they're extremely helpful, but still. The Fireball Dragon. Alright. I'm gonna make another attempt over the frozen north one more time, because that's where I found the Ketz the first time around. I doubt there's gonna be... I checked all over that area, there hasn't... I haven't seen another one since. Ah, now it's not working again. See what I mean? Totally temperamental. I was looking for a swan dive or something. Make it a little more epic. Temperamental, I swear. Maybe it requires a certain amount of stamina for it to work. And I'm below that threshold. And trust me, if you are playing this game solo, you are definitely going to want the Ancient Dragons and Wyverns, not just for the added coolness of it, but also, when the Dragons and Wyverns give milk, they actually have the added bonus of being cool insulators. See, look. One dose of Wyverns and milk, and boom, I'm not cold anymore. And of course it's temporary, but still just enough. Alright, let's see what you got. If memory serves me right, there's another type of wyvern that lives up here. The Iron Belly. Only female Ankylosaurus. It sucks to me that they have to use up so much stamina just to keep themselves airborne, but then again, considering the mass of this creature, that's actually pretty logical. Quick check. mail. I'd rather not, though. I didn't come here for an even though I need an Enkylo, I'm not gonna... I didn't come here for one. I came here to find a cat's. Oh dear. Lag. Don't do nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing. You know what? Sorry, let me get this out of the way. My old gun. I'm not sure why, but something about this game, when it comes to games like this, with this much action and suspense involved, I always feel like I need to keep a weapon near me. I know it's a fake one, but it's better than having a real one, because if you shoot someone with a real weapon, you go to jail. With this, you get a stern look at least a sucker punch in the gut. That, I don't mind. But no one wants to get sucker... I don't want to get sucker punched in the gut. Never want to see. Game crashed. And just like that, my headphones are dead. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I'm sorry, everyone. It sucks to me that I have to end it like this without really getting anything done. But, unfortunately, I'm afraid I don't have a choice. It sucks, I agree, but it is what it is. Reality is, I gotta get some shut-eye. I got a busy day ahead of me, and I need to start taking better care of myself, so I'm gonna end this episode here. At least I managed to get it back up. I will be uploading more videos this week. I'm going to try to, anyway. I'm going to try to make more of an effort to actually get at more videos online. No, it's not that anybody actually tries to watch them, but you know what? I'm doing this for me, because I want to, and no other reason. Anyhow, thank you everybody so much for joining me on this little adventure after so long. I promise I'll try and get more videos up throughout the week if I can. Hit that like button to let me know you enjoyed yourselves. Be sure to pound that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to ring the notification bell to stay up to date, and be sure to share any opinions you may have with me down in the comments below. And until next time, this is King Zero Phoenix signing off. Laters!